It's Garbage Bean here. Thought I'd try something new. I'm gonna try some unscripted movie reviews just because when it's unscripted, it's more improv and you get more of a natural reaction, I guess. And this is about my third time trying this because my phone is being stupid, so I'm gonna try and do this all the way through without any mess ups. Today I'm gonna be talking about a old cult horror film. It's in black and white. It was made in the, I think, 50s, I'm gonna guess. If I'm wrong, correct me in the comments. I'm not very good about dates. It's called Carnival of Souls. Here's my edition here. And it's starring Candice Hilligoss. I don't know if that name means anything to anyone. This is, I think, the only thing I've seen her in, but she's really good at portraying this character, who is first in a car crash, and she is a sole survivor. And she moves to Utah and is followed by this supernatural force who's a man, and he doesn't talk, and she's terrified by him. I don't know who plays the guy, but he plays him really well. And he's you don't really know who he is until the end, and I'm not going to spoil it for you or anything about why he's following her, because that'll spoil it too. But in some points she becomes detached from reality, like not being able to hear or be heard by anyone, and at times she kind of seems lost in her own world, especially when she's in certain scenes where she's playing the organ, because at this time, this is a thing that a lot of people who come in watching this movie at first don't know, which is why some people like it, some people don't. It is a piece of its time, so you have to get past that aspect of it, but it is really good for its time. In that day, religion was a very big part of a society, even more so than now, and she's a professional organ player, and she goes to play at this church, and she sees it as a job. And it was a big thing in that time to have a movie where especially an independent female character was not very open about religion. She didn't really accept it as an important part of her life. She was just kind of meh about it, like not one way or the other. She just wanted to play the organ because that was her passion. And when she moves out to Utah, she has this neighbor who is a really pervy, really horny guy that is a kind of a peeping Tom and is just trying to get in her pants. And she at first just sees, oh, hey, making a friend. And then when that guy follows her again, that supernatural figure, she sees him as oh my gosh, if he's here, maybe that guy won't hurt me. And that guy who plays him, I don't know who he is either. He's really good at playing that character. He plays really well, especially for that era, you know. Like, Peeping Toms, especially in that era on a movie, was like, whoa. And then there's a big, I don't know if I mentioned this, but when she goes to Utah, she's attracted to this amusement park, and there's a few really, really well done scenes in that amusement park. And then the father or pastor or priest of the church that she was playing the organ for takes her out there, and then he gets worried about her and is, trying to be Christian and help her out and all this because he senses that something's wrong. And I think she goes to see a therapist at some point, but I don't think he's in there for more than a scene. And yeah, and also, like I said, she's a very independent female character, which was also big for that time, was like, oh my gosh, a woman that doesn't seem to think she needs a man, or how could she? And it's another reason I love her as a character. She just plays it really well. And the effects are pretty nice, like if they're like, as long as you're not a person looking for jump scares or CGI. I mean, this is a black and white movie, an old black and white movie, that's not going to be in there. But it inspired Night of the Living Dead. I know a lot of people know about that movie, of course, and George Romero even specifically said Carnival of Souls, also sometimes called Corridors of Evil, I believe, was influenced by that. So like the ghost supernaturally figure people in this movie, because there's more than the one guy, as you'll see when you watch it. They act kind of like zombies. They don't talk, they walk slow, they look dead, they have the really black sunken in eyes and pale white faces. They're all wearing funeral dress, and yeah, I mean, I don't want to ramble on too long in case my phone cuts me off again. So yeah, just watch it. It might be on Netflix or Hulu. I don't know. I haven't checked. If you can get it from a library or rent it off Amazon or whatever website, or if you want to pirate it, I don't care. Do what you want. But just check this movie out. It's really cool. And if anyone does check it out, or if you have seen it and you have an opinion on it one way or the other, I won't. I don't do arguments about movies unless somebody's being a dick about it. I like discussing these things. So if you watch it, just comment below like what you think of it, and or if you've already seen it, tell me what you thought of it, and or if there's another movie you want me to do a review on or sharing word about. Definitely tell me about that. I like watching new movies all the time and thinking about them. Movies are a big part of my life. Or if you have any ideas as to how I can make these reviews better, even though this is my first one, it's off of a phone, unscripted, it's a little chaotic. Just, yeah, let me know. And I will see you guys later. Tschüss, bye bye, whatever. See ya.